What up, everybody? You know what? I've been meaning to talk about this for a while, and it's what was showing off at this last Nintendo Direct. I'm gonna keep it real. I mean, when it's all said and done, there wasn't really anything about that Nintendo Direct that even remotely interests me. I mean, yeah, there's the Metroid Prime remaster, and there's more DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then the games that and then the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games that they're adding to the Nintendo Online service. But at the end of the day, that's pretty much all that caught my interest. You know, yeah, I've never been one for Pikmin. You know, I'm not I'm not a big enough Xenoblade fan to really give two shits about the DLC they're adding for that. Splatoon is nothing more than basically just another online only shooter type of game. Oh, it has a single player campaign. Let's be honest. 90% of its content is online only, so it's like whatever. You know, Fire Emblem Engage is cringe. I love Three Houses, and I thought I was gonna love Engage, but no. Engage is just way too much cringe. So yeah. So at the end of the day, the only DLC they announced that remotely caught my interest was the DLC for Mario Kart. I'm sorry, but I was expecting a bit more from this latest Direct. I was really hoping we would have got the announcement of a new 3D Donkey Kong game or something like that. But we didn't get anything like that. It's kind of annoying that they keep overlooking some of their old franchises. Like, it's bad enough F-Zero is a forgotten series. I guess Donkey Kong is going to wind up being right up there with it. Just saying. I mean, heck, at least we have Starlink for the Switch when it comes to Star Fox. Just saying. So we got some kind of Star Fox game on there. But still. Nonetheless, it's like they only care about a small handful of their series, and the rest of them, it's like they don't give two shits about. So yeah. It's one of the things I don't like about Nintendo. But the main thing I want to talk about is Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. You see, so many people are freaking out over the price point. Now, me personally, I don't really give two shits because I wasn't going to get the game regardless. Even if they release it $20, well, maybe for $20, but you know what I mean. There's no way I was going to pay a full $60 for it, though. So when I heard they raised it up to 70, I was like, yeah, whatever, who cares? I wasn't going to get the game anyway. Because honestly, I may be in the minority here, but I didn't give two shits about Breath of the Wild. I'm going to be honest. Everything that made previous Legend of Zelda games so great was completely thrown out the window with Breath of the Wild. It's nothing but an open world wankfest. That's all it is. You know, there's no traditional dungeons. All the boss fights is just another form of Ganon. You know, there's no unique way you're supposed to go about it to take out each form of Ganon, like what you were with the bosses in previous Legend of Zelda games. You know, the puzzles, aka the shrines, are so easy to figure out. Not to mention they're recycled. I can't tell you how many times I did one puzzle, and then I go to another shrine. I'm like, I feel like I've done this one already. You know, that happens so many times. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't care about Breath of the Wild. It's nothing but an open world wankfest, and all the characters are forgettable. Zelda is straight up cringe. You just want to strangle her neck, to be perfectly honest, like for real. So, and based on what's shown, Tears of the Kingdom looks like it's gonna be just more of the same old bullshit that Breath of the Wild was. So I don't give two shits about the game regardless. But I've heard the complaints about the price point. I mean, let's be honest. We all knew this was gonna happen. Both Sony and Microsoft are charging $70 for their games, which they shouldn't be doing that either, I'm going to be perfectly honest. I mean, at least with Nintendo games, you can at least say, hey, they come out working good, and they're not too reliant on DLC to the point where you feel like you have to get the DLC in order to get some kind of decent experience out of the game. You know, I'm just saying, I never really felt inclined to have to get DLC for any Nintendo game because there's already so much content there from the get-go that I feel satisfied with my purchase, you know. But nonetheless, though, you know, I understand why people are complaining about it. I do. You see, there's this game I was thinking about getting. It's called SpongeBob SquarePants: A Cosmic Shake. And yes, they may be only charging $40 for that. But here's the thing. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated didn't even hold its value. And that's like the best SpongeBob game there is. The game's already down in the $20 bin, and it ended up in that $20 bin within record-breaking time. So yeah. And I just can't see the Cosmic Shake being any different. I don't see it holding its value either. I guarantee within a few months it'll be down to the $20 bin as well. So I figured I'll just wait and get that then. you know. But the main complaint that I definitely agree with is when people say that, but Nintendo games, they never get a price drop. Okay, that's a good valid reason to complain about the price point, because I totally agree on that. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of Nintendo exclusives, but I can tell you one thing right now. More than half of them are not worth their asking price. I'm going to be honest. Like ARMS, for example, that game should have been released at 20 bucks. I'm just going to keep it real. You know, Nintendo, they seem to think that all their games are worth the full $60. You know why they do that? Because they know enough of they know how stupid their fan base is. They know their fan base is going to buy the game regardless of what it's priced at. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to belittle anybody here, but let's face facts, people. You Nintendo fanboys are stupid. You'll buy anything. Like, for real. And most of the defense nowadays, oh, but you can play it on the go. Yeah, it's portable. Like, so what? Like, for real. I guarantee you most people who play it on the go are only playing it on the shitter, and that's it. Like, for real. The portability aspect is not being used as much as what they make it out to be. As a matter of fact, they actually did a study on that. And it was like 75% of people play it as a home console. And this was before COVID, too. So, yeah. So, it has nothing to do with COVID. So, yeah. But that's really, I mean, like I said, you know, the game's not going to hold it. The game's going to stay at $70 for a very long time. I guarantee you, whenever the new Nintendo Switch becomes a thing, the Tears of the Kingdom will still be $70. Like, for real. I'm just saying, all these games that they're charging $70 for on the PlayStation 5, at the Xbox Series X, the price points of those games will be down within just a couple of months after the games are released. Like, for real. Like, Atomic Heart. I'm really looking forward to that game, but the fact of the matter is I would be expected to pay $70 for it at launch. I'm not going to pay that much. I'm just going to wait for a price point. But the thing is I won't have to wait very long for that game to get dropped down in price because it's a multi-plat game. You know, it's not an exclusive or anything, and it's not a Nintendo exclusive. But when it comes to Tears of the Kingdom, yeah, like, I'm just saying 3 years can go by, that game will still be $70. So yeah, but when it comes to something like Atomic Heart, I guarantee within the next few months after it being released, it'll be down like $40 or something like that. So yeah. So yes, I definitely understand people's complaints when it comes to that aspect of the price point. Because let's be honest, it's not going to get a price drop anytime soon. So yes, I definitely understand people's complaint with that. Y'all take care, God bless, and peace.